So hi guys, welcome again to another video, and for this video I'll be summarizing again the chapter 6, which is the network layer. So let's start first in discussing the layers of OSI. So there are 7 kinds or types of the OSI model. So first we have application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and the physical. So first, let's discuss first the physical, which is a mechanical, electrical, functional, and procedural means to active, maintaining, and deactive physical connections for bit transmission and from the network of device. And for the data link, it describes the method for exchanging data frames between device over common media. And for the network, it provides services to exchange the individual piece of data over the network between the undefined end device. And for the transport, it defines the service segment to transfer and reassemble the data for individual communication between the end devices. And for the session, we have a service to the presentation layer to organize its dialogue and to manage data exchange. And for the presentation, it is a common representation of data transferred between application and services. And last one, we have the application. That means to the end-to-end connectivity between individuals and humans network using the data network. So the network access layer is a protocol encapsulated with frame, head, and trailer. Bits are encoded onto Ethernet media by the server of NIC. So let's proceed to the network layer. So the network layer provides a service to allow end devices to exchange data across the network. So there are basic processes in this network layer. So first, we have the addressing end devices. So end device must be configured with the unique IP address for identification on the network. And second, we have the encapsulation, which is the network layer encapsulates the protocol data unit or the PDU from the transport layer into a packet. The encapsulation process adds IP header information such as the IP address of the source for the sending and destination for receiving the data. So for the next one, we have the routing and excuse me. The network layer provides service to direct packets to destination host from another network. So, to travel from the another network, the packet must be processed by a router. And the role of the router there is to select the best path and direct packets toward the destination host in a process known as routing. A packet may cross in many intermediary devices before reaching the destination host. Each packet crosses to reach the destination host that is what we call the hub. And for the last one, the encapsulation, when the packets arrives at the network layer of the destination host, the host check the IP header of the packet. If the destination IP address within the header matches its own IP address, the IP header is removed from the packet. After the packet is encapsulated by the network layer, resulting the layer 4, the PDU, passes up inappropriate service of the transport layer. Excuse me. So let's proceed to the next one. We have the router memory. So we have the RAM, the ROM, and VRAM, and the flash. So for the RAM, this is a volatile memory used in Cisco routers to store application, processes, and data needed to be executed by the CPU. So excuse me. In Cisco routers, they use the fast type of RAM called the Synchronous Dynamic Random Access Memory, or the SDRAM. And for the next one, we have the ROM. It is a non-volatile memory used to store crucial operational instruction and limited IOS. So the ROM is firmware embedded to a integrated circuit inside the router, which can be altered by Cisco. And for the NVRAM, it is a non-volatile memory, is used to permanent storage for the startup configuration file, or the startup config. And last one, we have the flash, and it is also a non-volatile computer memory used for permanent storage for the iOS and other system-related files such as log files, voice configuration file, HTML file, backup configuration, and more. And when the router is rebooted, the iOS is copied from the flash into a RAM. So let's proceed to another one. So here we have the configuration of LAN interface. So in configuring this, you will just enter at first you will enter a user X mode, and after you enable that, you will go to the privilege X mode, which is here, the configure terminal, and here you'll just configuring the gigabit Ethernet, which is the 0/0, this one, and we'll just put the IP address and the subnet mask and you will enter the no shutdown. For there will be no problem in configuring, and just like same as the gigabit Ethernet 0/1, just put the internet, and that's how you configure the LAN interface. So here is the first one. We'll first enable, second configure configure terminal, and after that you will declare a name for the host name, and after that we'll put enable secret class, and you'll be using the line and the line console 0, the line BTY 0 and 4, and after that we'll be putting the service password encryption, and we'll put the banner mode, which is the message of the day, and after that you just copy running configure or startup config, and that's how you configure, and that is the step in configuring the router. And I guess that's all for this video, and thank you for watching. See you again on the next video.